Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto, and today we are setting up my March plan with me, which I'm really excited about. In 2026, I am doing kind of this underlying Taylor Swift theme. It's not like overtly Taylor Swift, but obviously you can see the connections to the different albums because she released her 12th studio album, and so I was like, okay, 12 albums, 12 months, perfect. So in March, of course, because it's green, we are going Reputation, which is my favorite album from Taylor Swift. So I'm very, very excited about setting up for this month. In my bullet journal, I'm leaning heavily into that like snake culture type element. I'm doing a lot of these snake scales. I'm doing a lot of the blacks and the greens, and then like this red kind of like snake tongue throughout the like whole setup. In my sticker kit, I do kind of balance it out more with like the riches and like the paparazzi and a lot of other types of things. But in this particular like area of my bullet journal, I'm definitely leaning way more into snake culture for March. Because I relied so heavily on the sticker kit for February, I did kind of want to stretch my creative juices a little bit and my drawing a little bit. I wasn't going to do a whole heck of a lot because I am still extremely busy, but I did want to like kind of add in a little bit more of like my own decorative elements using my own art, not just a sticker kit. So, and I did want to balance it out kind of with bringing in some of these papers as well. So I do go a little bit more into my artsy side versus the sticker kit, but I do still pretty heavily rely on the sticker kit for this particular month. And now we are going to go ahead and get into the calendar. The calendar is always kind of a big deal for me. It is how I visualize the month. It's how my brain works, seeing things in a calendar format. So I have gone away from my calendar in years past, but in this particular mode of my life, I am very, very invested into my calendar. So I do have that spread across 2 pages. And I added something back in that I haven't added in a while, and that's a master task list. Just so that way I can kind of brain dump some stuff at the beginning of the month. I don't like to have my like dailies cluttered up with tasks that I don't do. Like, yes, sometimes I put things on there that I am intending to do, don't do, and then move it to the next day. But I have a lot of these like overall tasks that like move from month to month, things that like aren't a right now situation, or if they're more of a if I have time, I want to try to get it done situation. So I want to have a place to put that because right now, like, I don't really have a spot for it. So, other than like potentially adding it to my goals, which I do for this month, something that I've been meaning to do and haven't done yet, it is one of my goals for the month. So, I did want to bring back that master task area just so that way I can have kind of a dumping ground. It's not necessarily everything that I need to get done this month. It really is more of a hey, if you have time, this would be really, really good to work on type of list. So I have that on the right hand side. And then I went back and looked at my January from last year where I had all the different color boxes and I loved the look. So I brought it back for this month because I am having them like kind of stretched out, almost as if it's like the snake scales. So I thought that that would be nice to like kind of bring that vibe back. And you can see I added 30 and 31 up to the top just because it's like kind of a long month because I have Sunday at the end. So I didn't want to add that extra whole layer. So I added the 30 and 31 up at the top. So the next page is my goals and habit tracker. Again, I have been doing this for a couple months now that I am adding the goals and the habit tracker on like the same spread on the same page just so that I can like really relate my habits to my goals. So for my goal setting system, I have my annual visions, the quarterly check-in, the monthly intentions, and then the daily tracking. So for me, having the goals, my monthly intentions on the same page as the habit tracker, which is my daily tracking, is really, really helpful. This month I am changing it up a little bit though. I am setting enough spaces for the particular goals. So my daily fiber goal is a daily thing, so I am tracking that daily. So there is a spot for 31 days on there versus meeting my monthly budget goals and doing a check-in weekly. There's 5 of those because there's 5 weeks. So that's kind of how I have things set up for my habit tracker. It's like kind of one and done. And I skipped right past it, but I am doing a junk journal. I am doing truly junk, and it's all junk that I'm getting in March. So I will share that on social media as I like kind of go. Maybe I'll make a video on it in March on YouTube. So we'll talk about that too. The next spread is my spring cleaning, and I'm doing it by room. So I have a layout of the house, and then basically once I complete an area of the house, I'm going to outline it in a certain color. That way I can kind of go through room by room and do a whole spring clean. We're kind of getting ready to do like a tag sale, garage sale kind of thing as well. So it would be really helpful to go through each room and just get rid of crap. I just want to get rid of stuff. So that is what that spread is for. And I left some room at the bottom just so that I can like add some stuff in, like the closets. That way I can have like little lists if I need to. The next spread is a new one. It's a social media spread. So this is where I can put my long form content and my short form content. I did mess up a couple times, so don't look at that. So I have a place where I can check off or put the date of when the content was posted. For long form content, I have 5 different areas that I'm tracking. So I just labeled it with like the first letter. So F is for film, E is for edit, T is for thumbnail, D is for description, and P is for posting it. And then short form content is film, edit, and then I have one for each of the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I've had spreads focused on some of the other goals, but I've been really having a hard time figuring out the like social media side of things and like when I'm posting. It's really hard to keep track of in my brain. So I thought that having a spread for it might be helpful, just so that way I can like kind of keep track of where I'm at with that goal. In March, my intention is to do 3 times per week and then long form 1 time per week. So hopefully that goes well. We shall see. So I have, based on the 5 weeks, I have 5 spaces for long form and 15 spaces for short form. And if I go beyond that, I won't post it, but just like putting the minimum of 3 times per week. Maybe I'll put some lines in there as well to kind of differentiate between the weeks. And then the last spread is my monthly review. I fill this out at the end of the month, but I like to have a spot for it with all the rest of the monthly pages. So that will get filled out with like my body stats and everything like that. So this is the whole flip through for March. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I really like the balance between like my own drawing and then using the sticker kit. I'm liking that a little bit more, that I get to be a little bit more artsy. So let me know what you did for March in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.